The clash of Chaeronea determined the destiny of Greece. Its opportunity died. This was toward the beginning of August 338 BC. At first light, the two soldiers arranged inverse each other in fight development. Philip had somewhere around 32,000 individuals. The Hellenic powers added up to 50,000. The right flank of the Macedonian armed force was directed by Philip himself, the left by his 18-year-old child Alexander, and the Thessalians and Aetolians, aligned with Macedonia, remained in the middle. The Athenian armed force, drove by Lysicles and Hares, remained against Philip's right flank, Theban against Alexander's left flank. The other Greeks situated themselves inverse the Macedonian place. The fight started with dangerous intensity, and for quite a while its destiny stayed unsettled. At long last, Alexander, attempting to show his own mental fortitude to his dad, not respecting him in unnecessary desire, and simultaneously prompted by the way that numerous brave heroes were battling close to him, was quick to get through the foe's shut line. Having crushed many, he squeezed back the soldiers displayed against him, and his fighters surged after him. The fight developments of the Greeks started to disintegrate. Bodies fell in stores, and the soldiers under Alexander's order were quick to overwhelm and put their adversaries to flight. On the other flank, the Athenians at last broke successfully into the positions of the Macedonians. "Behind me," cried Lysicles, "triumph is our own. We should drive these unfortunates back to Macedonia." Philip smoothly checked the overall disarray out. "Adversaries don't have the foggiest idea how to win," he said, and drove his recently immediately brought into request phalanx towards the hordes of Athenians, who, in the euphoria of triumph, had vexed their positions. Before long, the whole Greek armed force escaped in jumble. More than 1,000 of the Athenians were killed. Somewhere around 2,000 were caught. The Thebans likewise lost a large number and killed. Similarly, a large number of the Boeotians were killed, and many were taken alive. Philip set up a prize after the fight, permitted the carcasses to be covered, made a successful penance to the divine beings, and compensated the individuals who separated themselves as indicated by their benefits. The skirmish of Chaeronea determined the destiny of Greece. Its opportunity died. Philip accomplished his objective. In the primary minutes after the triumph, he enjoyed unrestrained and undignified euphoria. They expressed that, after the happy dining experience, energized by wine, encompassed by artists, he went to the combat zone, derided the detainees, mishandled the dead, and, beating time with his foot, jokingly rehashed the words with which Demosthenes had urged the Athenians to battle. Then, the Athenian speaker, Demud, who was among the prisoners, shared with him, "Ruler, destiny has shown you the job of Agamemnon, and you are not afraid to carry on like Thersites." This free word carried the Lord to his detex. Having gauged the significance of the conflict established against him, in which he could lose the two, his predominance, and his life, he feared the power and strength of the extraordinary speaker, Demosthenes. Philip tossed the wreath from his head to the ground and allowed Demad opportunity. It is known that Philip, having accomplished his objective, treated his crushed adversaries with judicious control, without scorn or energy. At the point when his companions encouraged him to obliterate Athens, which had opposed him for such a long time, and tenaciously, he answered, "The divine beings don't believe I should obliterate the home of magnificence. It is just for greatness that I personally work relentlessly." He gave over every one of the detainees to the Athenians without recover, and keeping in mind that they were expecting an assault on their city, he offered them kinship and collusion. Having no other decision, the Athenians acknowledged this proposition. That is to say, they at the end of the day perceived the authority of the Lord of Macedonia. The Thebans were rebuffed for their conspiracy. They had to again acknowledge into their city 300 residents ousted by them, eliminate Philip's adversaries from their assets, put his companions at the head of organization, and take upon themselves the upkeep of the Macedonian post in Cadmus, which should watch Thebes, yet in addition Attica and all of Focal Greece. Having organized his illicit relationships in Focal Greece, Philip went to the Peloponnese and assuaged Sparta, basically so much that she could never again contemplate serious opposition. So Philip, without recognizably changing the interior request of things, gained authority over all of Greece, and presently started to contemplate the execution of an arrangement that he'd been chasing after for quite a while, and which was to crown crafted by, for what seems like forever, he needed to vanquish the Persian realm with the unified powers of the Greek public. For this reason, he met representatives from all Greek states to an association chamber in Corinth, and constrained himself to be chosen as the limitless head of the Hellenes against the Persians in 337 BC. In any case, Philip's arrangements didn't work out as expected. Amidst success and trust, he was struck by the blade of a professional killer.